So yeah, the first card you've got for your past is this King of Pentacles. Fantastic card. Fantastic card. So there's money right away here. There's money right away. Okay. Yeah, this looks really dramatic, obviously, with this tower here, I know, but it feels like you had this tower moment. It actually feels like it happened a while ago. It actually feels like years ago. Yeah, it really does. A few years ago. And I'm getting mastery over what happened, mastery over everything that happened at that time. Because the king's sitting on top of the tower, so it's like you've got mastery over what happened. Yeah, there's definitely a loss here, a really, really big loss, and it felt like the tower to you. I'm not sure what kind of loss. It feels like you lost a person. I'm not sure in what way that was, whether it was a big breakup, whether it was a literal loss of a person. Something happened, and it was quite dramatic, whatever that was. And you're not going to forget that time. I don't think you'll ever forget that time, and I don't think you want to. Not that you want to go around thinking about horrible things all the time, but you don't want to completely forget that. You won't forget them. I can tell you that. You won't forget them, and you know that. You'll never forget them. But yeah, I think after that time when that happened, and it was a few years ago, I keep on getting that, 2, 3 or more, that was the start of a big change happening for you. I think around that time when it was happening, you were a little bit younger than you are now. You're a lot more mature now. You're very young in your ways, and that's absolutely fine to be like that. And you've got the Fool here, so you can see that. It's like the Fool and this King are two bookends, actually. One's up there, the other one's here. So that's how you were. That's how you are, more like the Fool, and that's fine. I love the Fool. The Fool is like fun-loving, all of that kind of thing. But I think after that happened, after that tower moment happened, that's when you started to grow up a lot. Yeah, I think after that happened, of course you didn't feel like that when it was happening, and I think after that you were lost for a long time, which is totally understandable. But you started that change right away, I think, even if you didn't realise. Very slow change, very gradual change, an emotional change. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. It's very, yeah, I'm getting I lost my best friend. So I lost my best friend, yeah. So whoever this is, that's what they meant to you. So I don't know if it was a friend, relationship, relative, I don't know, but they felt like that to you. Again, I can't quite see whether you totally lost this person, whether it was a breakup, whether it was they stopped talking to you, I don't know. But it was whatever happened around that was very serious. It actually feels like some kind of hurt, literal hurt, maybe even a physical hurt, I don't know. But you've grown out of that time. There's so much strength here with this King. Again, mastery. This King's sitting on top of this now. So you've mastered this. You're on top of your emotions now. Okay, I just feel as if I have to say this to someone. Just because you feel stronger now, if that's you, if you are feeling stronger now, or not as emotional as you used to be when you were just getting over this or getting through this time, that doesn't mean you don't miss them. It doesn't mean you've forgotten them. And because I think there are times where you don't think about them. You think about other things in your life, and then you start thinking, oh, I feel guilty. I feel guilty because I feel guilty about being happy and getting on with things. Don't feel like that. Don't feel guilty for being strong. Don't feel guilty for being strong. It's a good thing to be strong. Getting your strength back, it's a good thing. Obviously what happened was not a good thing. I know that. It was a horrible thing. But how you learned from this, how you evolved from this, how you grew up, that was a good thing for you. That was a good thing for you. Okay, just looking over at this Chariot, it looks like you've had a lot of time to yourself recently, lots of time to plan things. I'm actually getting some big career changes here. Money changes, actually. Yes, look at this. Look down the bottom row. Okay, look at the bottom row. Look at all this gold in the bottom row. Look at all this determination. Look at the money. Look at the manifestation. I never get these together. So this is a very, very strong combination. You've got these three together. You've also got, it's really interesting because you've got them down the bottom and it's completely symmetrical. 3 down the bottom, 3 really good determination, career, money, manifestation cards. Then you've got the King of Pentacles on the left and the Fool up on the right. So all of that amazing magical money manifestation. So yeah, amazing. I hardly ever see that combination, so I just wanted to show you that. Yeah, the Chariot, he's got this big star on his head. Excuse me. So he's got this big dream. He's traveling toward his dream. Sorry about that. So he's going head first into his dream. What he's imagining, what's on his head, this big star. It might be that you're thinking eventually of doing something that's public, singing, stage, drama, acting, I don't know, something like that, because this is the star on his head. And he's determined, he's going to get there. Wherever he's going to get there. And then you've got this Knight of Pentacles. Again, money, determination, pushing through things, seeing things through to the end. And, then you've got this fantastic Magician, very magical, manifesting things in a really magical way, manifesting what you want as an individual. Money manifestation. Yeah, it's really clear. Really clear. So yeah, it feels like you've been working towards something, working very hard, and it's not just physical work. This is the message I'm getting in this. It's not just the physical work that you put in. It's this mind work, manifestation, working on this with your mind, planning. Maybe you've been meditating, maybe you've been thinking about how you're going to do this, maybe you've been writing out lists, maybe you've been making a board of images, maybe you're on Pinterest. I do that. I go on Pinterest and I put my things I want on there, and things that I want to see, how I want my life to be. I do that. So I don't know. It might be that you're doing something like that, but there's some kind of mental manifestation happening, and that's what's bringing this all to you, because you've got this Magician. You've got money coming in. It's coming in from a few different directions, I think. There's a combination of different things I'm getting here. If it's not happening now, it's coming to you, absolutely. So it's like all these different avenues of revenue. They're all kind of adding up. So yeah, there's a big amount coming in. There's definitely an amount coming into you, and I think you might know where this is coming from, because you've been manifesting this, or you've been hoping for this, or you've been planning for this. But it's adding up to something you've already got, I think. Because, you've got this Hermit here, and I keep on getting this feeling that, you haven't been out a lot. You've been keeping to yourself a lot. Chariot's like that as well, keeping to yourself. Knight of Pentacles, someone all by themselves, and definitely the Hermit. So you've been by yourself, and I think because of that, maybe you haven't been spending a lot. You've just been saving. You've been inside or wherever, not being able to spend a lot. And a lot of people are like that right now because of what's happening in the world, depending on where they are. They're saving a lot of money, or they're saving money anyway. So you've got this, it feels like you've got a certain amount there, and like creates like. Likes attracted to like. So this new amount that's coming in, it's going to come and join that amount that's already there, if this is you. So I don't mean for this to be a money reading, but you can see this, it's all across the bottom, and it's, you've got those two bookends there. So you're able to do the right thing with this money now. You wouldn't have been able to do this before because you were lost before. You were lost before. And now you've got this mastery because you're the King of Pentacles. You're on top of your emotions. You're on top of what happened. You're on top of that terrible thing that happened. And you've gotten through your emotions from that time. So, yeah, this is what you're like now. This is what you're like, the King of Pentacles. And you've grown up. You've grown up. Yeah, I'm just getting this for someone. It feels like someone's watching over you. I think I've seen this before in your readings, someone watching over you. They want you to be strong. So again, don't feel guilty about not thinking about this person all the time, or not thinking about that time all the time, or getting strong, not feeling emotion anymore. Don't feel guilty about that. They want you to be strong. And they want you to have this. They want you to have this. So don't feel guilty about getting this amount that's coming in, this abundance that's coming in. I'm feeling that really, really strongly for someone. Now, because I'm getting this, don't feel guilty about this abundance that's coming in. It's making me think about, there are some people around you that might think that you don't deserve this. Now, they might guilt you into thinking that you should help them or do something for them or whatever. Be very, very careful about who you talk to about this, because there's conflict around this. It doesn't mean that there is conflict that is 100% going to happen around this money, but it means that the potential is there. And so this is like a little warning. Just be a little bit careful not to say anything to people unless you totally trust them. Again, you've got the Tower and you've got the Two of Swords up there, which is obviously about a conflict. So just watch that. Be very careful about who you talk to. I hope when this amount comes into you, and also be very careful about with who you talk to about what your plans are, manifesting this. Sometimes if we say to people, I want to do this is my dream, I've always wanted to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to save this amount, and then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to... Lots of people want to squash that. So be very careful of who you talk to. Okay, the first card you've got for your present is this Two of Swords. Yeah, so again, be very, very careful. And this is a stubborn card sometimes, very, very stubborn. And all through this spread so far, it's showing me lots of alone time, especially with the Hermit, and the Hermit being right in the middle. That's the center card in this spread, so it's the important card. So you've got all these alone cards, Hermit, Knight of Pentacles, all that. I said this before. So I think you're happy to be like that right now. I think you're not a loner. People don't see you as a loner anyway. But there's a lot going on inside you that people don't know. I'm actually seeing a talent, some kind of creative talent that's inside you. And you don't share that with a lot of people. That's what I'm getting, if that's you. It feels quite personal to you. So, for example, it might not be this, but if it's something like songwriting or writing or art, sometimes, artists put out things that are personal to them. I do art, I know that. So, some art is meant for people to see, some is not meant for people to see. So, and it's up to the artist as to who sees that art. So, there's something like that. Might not be art, could be anything. But it's something creative, I think, and you don't tell people, or you don't show people about this. I think if that's you, I think that's where this planning and manifesting and all that might be coming from. Because again, if you look at this Chariot, he's got this star on his head. So you're thinking about this creative, big thing that you want. And I think having this time to yourself, that's what's giving you this freedom to create this, manifest this, plan this all in your mind. That's what I'm getting. So this thing, or how you're going to do this thing, it is going to come to you. It's going to come to you because you've got this mastery now. You're the King of Pentacles now. You're the King of Pentacles. Okay, I have to say, I don't want to say this, but I have to say this. If this is you in this tower, if you lost this person, however you did lose them, whatever happened at that time, when you're with this person, you weren't at your best. You know, you love them. I can see that. You still love them. They love you. They loved you. But there's a little bit of, okay, I was getting a little bit of immaturity there with you and with them, I think. And yeah, this is what it feels like. You were the best and the worst for each other. You brought out the best in each other, and sometimes you brought out the worst in each other at the same time. That's what I'm getting. If you look at this woman in the Two of Swords, she obviously knows something's not right. You know, she's got her arms crossed, she's got her blindfold on, so she doesn't want to see the worst of a situation. And I think that's maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why you didn't see that tower moment coming. That's why it was such a tower, such a shock. And yeah, I hope that makes sense to someone, but I'm not taking away from them. I'm not saying there's anything terrible about them or you. You know, we're all human, and they loved you. But there was a little bit of destructiveness. There was something you shared, something that wasn't fantastic, and I think you both knew that. But I am not taking away from the fact that you absolutely love them, you absolutely miss them, and they're a wonderful person, and they loved you. But I just wanted to point that out to you. Okay, so yeah, this time you're spending by yourself, again, that's giving you this mastery, it's giving you this wisdom, like this hermit. So there's a lot more stability inside you right now. So again, that's why you're ready. That's why this is a good time for this abundance to come into you. Okay. I think there's someone, I was going to say around you, but I think they're at a distance from you. But they're spiritually around you. Their energies around you. This is love. This is love here. Now, they've got a lot of love for you, a lot of love for you. Yeah, they want to hear from you, that they're waiting to hear from you. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. I think they told you something quite big. I think they told you how they felt about you, or something quite important to them. And now they're waiting. They're waiting to hear from you. They feel as if it's up to you now. It's your turn. It's your turn to approach them. That's how they're feeling. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but that's how they're feeling. Yeah, they want to contact you. They'd love to contact you, and they want to talk to you, but they don't want to look like a fool. They feel as if they've already laid their heart out in the open. They've opened up to you. And they feel as if you're a little bit like the hermit. You're kind of closed off to them. You're not talking to them, or whatever that is. Again, I don't know if that's happening, but it's how they're feeling. It's how they're feeling. Whether that's happening or not, that's how they're feeling. They don't want to look like a fool, and you've got the fool there, because they've already opened up to you, and you're acting like this hermit. By yourself, in your own world. There's a little bit of anxiety around them. Yeah, they're sitting on their hands, actually. They're trying to stop themselves from messaging you. Because, yeah, they've already spoken to you. You know, they've said something important to you, I think. Well, that's what they think anyway. And they're waiting. So if this is long distance, that might be what's adding to this anxiety as well, because they can't actually see you on a day-to-day basis like that. So yeah, if siren going past. So if this is you, yeah, if this is you, if you really, really do want to be with them, if you know who this is, I think you should contact them, actually, because they're very anxious, and they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. Yeah, I'm just looking at this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm not suggesting you do this. It'd be horrible, but I think they'd stand by you no matter what. I mean, even if you kept on like this, even if you didn't say anything, you know, they'd never say that. They'd never say that, but their heart's in this. Their heart's in this. They're in this for the long haul, like this Knight of Pentacles. You know, this is the Knight of Pentacles. Stability, willing to work for things. So they're a reliable person. I can see that about them. But yeah, the ball's in your court. They're waiting for you. They're waiting to hear from you, I should say. Okay, so the first card you've got for your future is this Fool. Okay, yeah, I love seeing this here because you've got all these serious cards. They're all very sensible, apart from the Magician. So, do you know what? I think there's even more coming to you. There's even more abundance coming to you after this. There's this one amount that's coming, and then there's more coming later on. That's what I'm getting. I'm literally seeing that. I'm literally seeing that coming to you later on. Now, yeah, you've had that time, you've had that headspace, you've been all by yourself, you've been planning, you've been thinking, you've been manifesting, and I think you're getting there. I think you're getting where you want to be. But if you look at this card, it's interesting actually, because you know, you've got the sun there in the corner of this card, but you can only see a quarter of the sun. You can't see the whole sun yet. So there's something else. There's a new path. There's a totally new direction I think you're going to go on, like this Fool. And you haven't fully recognized this or seen this, or you don't want to see this maybe, because you've got the Two of Swords right next to this and she's got her blindfold on. So maybe it's something you secretly always wanted to do, because I was getting that before. There's this creative thing that you've always wanted to do. So you've got that inside you. You know, look at the sleeves of this Fool. They're red. So you've got this passion inside you for this thing. I think you might have put it down at one time, or pushed it down. You've always wanted to do this, but you've pushed it down. There's this feeling of, oh, it's a little bit risky. I don't know if I should do this. I can see other people doing this, and I'd love to do this, but I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I should. I'm scared. It's risky. That's what the Fool's all about, taking a risk. I think you love watching people do this or listening to them do this. So it might be music, might be acting, I don't know. But you like watching other people. In your spare time, it's like you go home and you read about this thing or you do this thing. That's where your passion is. You do this even if you aren't getting paid for doing this. That's what I'm getting. So I think it's going to come for you, or for you. I'm not going to come for you. It's going to come to you. So I think, you know, just looking at this Four of Swords, that's about revelation. That's about huge things coming to you after meditation. So not that you're literally going to meditate, but I think what's going to happen is you're going to get more time to yourself. And I think gradually how you're going to do this, how you're going to get on this new path that the Fool's on, it's going to come to you. And I think it's going to come to you quite suddenly. And I think when it comes to you really suddenly, you'll get this opportunity, you'll get this idea or something like that. And you say, oh, that's how I can do this. That's how I can do this thing I've always dreamt about. Way back in the Chariot, I had this star on my head. I've always wanted to do this. Always. I've had this thing inside me. I haven't shown anyone this, or many people. And now it's getting bigger and bigger as I get to the Fool. And now it's coming up to me as a revelation. So it's going to come into you. And, you know, with the Magician, once that comes, you'll be able to jump right into that. Totally different path, and it's going to manifest even more for you down the road. I can see that there. Because, yeah, again, with the Magician, you've already got all the tools in front of you. You know how to do this. So you've got the skills, you've got the knowledge, you know how to do this. All you're going to have to do is say yes to an opportunity or jump in or do this, and it'll work out for you really, really quickly. That's what I'm getting. Fantastic. This, you know, you've got so many amazing money cards, magical cards, manifesting cards. This is a really, really amazing spread. It's really fantastic. But yeah, there's an amount there. And then later on, when you do this new path, there's new abundance coming out of something you love. I can see that very, very clearly for someone. I really, really hope it's you. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, just something else I'm getting here. This person in the Tower, if that was for you, if that was resonating with you, obviously it's not for everyone, but I just have to say this. you'll always remember this person. You'll always remember them. You'll never forget them. And that's absolutely fine. That's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. Try not to let the memory of them affect newer relationships you're in now, or relationships that are coming up for you. Because there's someone really good for you. There's someone really good for you here. And, you're hesitating. They're waiting for you to talk to them, and that's fine. Hesitating's fine. Taking your time's fine. All that's fine. But just because you've lost someone, it doesn't mean you can't have a fulfilling relationship with someone else. You're not harming the memory of the other person by being with a new person. So I just wanted to tell that to someone who might be struggling with that issue. Okay, so Sagittarius, this is a general reading.